Aiyanna stood at the edge of the camp, eyes fixed on the horizon. The icy wind whipped her long, dark hair. She was 14, brave, and destined for greatness. The elders spoke of a time when the land was warm and bountiful. Now, the world was harsh and unforgiving. Her father, the clan's strongest hunter, approached. "Aiyanna," he said, "the land is changing. We must move south to survive." Aiyanna nodded, determination in her eyes. She glanced at her grandmother, who sat by the fire, whispering ancient stories to the younger children. These tales of the past fueled her courage. As the sun dipped below the frozen horizon, Aiyanna knew their journey would test every fiber of her being. The clan gathered at dawn, their breath visible in the cold air. Aiyanna helped pack the last of their belongings, her hands steady despite the chill. Her father gave her a proud nod. As they set off, the familiar sounds of the camp were replaced by the crunch of snow underfoot. The children huddled close to their mothers, eyes wide with fear and excitement. Aiyanna walked beside her grandmother, offering support. The landscape was stark and endless. They traveled through valleys carved by glaciers, across frozen rivers, and over icy plains. Each step was a reminder of the dangers they faced. Aiyanna felt a mix of fear and excitement. Their future was uncertain, but her resolve was unbreakable. The wind howled as the clan reached the edge of Berengia. Before them stretched the vast land bridge, a frozen path to the unknown. Aiyanna tightened her grip on her spear, her eyes scanning the horizon. Days turned into weeks as they traversed the treacherous terrain. Ice cracked underfoot, and the cold was relentless. Predators stalked the shadows, eyes gleaming in the dim light. Aiyanna stayed vigilant, protecting the younger ones. One night, a child wandered too close to the edge. Aiyanna sprang into action, pulling the child back from the brink. Her bravery earned the respect of the clan. As they pressed on, the distant land grew nearer. Hope flickered in their hearts. The clan finally reached the new land, a place both strange and wondrous. Forests of towering trees replaced the endless ice. Rivers flowed, teeming with fish. Aiyanna marveled at the abundance. They set up a temporary camp, eager to explore. Aiyanna ventured into the woods, her senses alert. She discovered plants and animals she had never seen before. Each new sight filled her with awe. In a clearing, she found a flower unlike any other, vibrant, beautiful, and full of life. She picked it gently, knowing it was a sign of hope and renewal. Returning to camp, Aiyanna shared her finds. The clan spirits lifted. In this new land, they saw the promise of a brighter future. One morning, scouts spotted another group on the horizon. Tension gripped the camp. Aiyanna's father gathered the warriors, ready for confrontation. Aiyanna watched from a distance as the two groups approached each other. The strangers looked wary but strong, much like her own people. Her father raised his hand in a gesture of peace. After tense moments, the leaders spoke. An agreement was reached. The groups would share resources and knowledge, helping each other survive. Aiyanna's father introduced her to the strangers, proud of her courage. That night, around a shared fire, stories were exchanged. The alliance brought new skills and hope. Aiyanna felt a bond forming, realizing strength lay in unity. Together, they were stronger. Winter descended with a fury. Snow piled high, and the cold seeped into their bones. The clan huddled in their shelters, sharing warmth and stories to keep spirits high. Food grew scarce, and every hunt was a struggle. Aiyanna's father led the hunting parties, often returning with little to show for their efforts. One evening, Aiyanna's grandmother fell ill. Her breath was shallow, her skin cold. Aiyanna sat by her side, holding her hand, feeling the weight of responsibility. As the blizzard raged outside, Aiyanna took on more tasks, ensuring the younger ones were fed and the fires stayed lit. Her strength and determination inspired the clan. They would endure no matter the cost. With food supplies dwindling, the clan decided on a bold move, a great hunt for the elusive mammoth. The men prepared their weapons, and Aiyanna insisted on joining, her eyes filled with determination. They tracked the mammoth through the snow, following its deep tracks and broken branches. Hours turned into days, and the cold gnawed at their resolve. Finally, they found the massive beast grazing in a frozen meadow. The hunt was fierce. The mammoth charged, its trumpeting echoing through the valley. Aiyanna darted in and out, her spear flying true. The clan worked together, and at last the mammoth fell. Returning to camp, they carried enough meat to last the winter. Aiyanna's bravery was celebrated, solidifying her place as a leader. One evening, Aiyanna sat by the fire, her thoughts heavy. Her grandmother, sensing her turmoil, spoke softly. "The spirits guide us, Aiyanna. Seek their wisdom." The next morning, Aiyanna set out alone into the wilderness. She traveled for days, fasting and meditating. The landscape changed around her, and she felt the presence of the spirits in the rustling leaves and flowing water. One night, under a sky full of stars, she had a vision. She saw her ancestors, strong and wise, guiding her steps. They spoke of courage, unity, and the path forward. Aiyanna returned to the camp with a renewed sense of purpose. She shared her vision with the clan, inspiring them with her newfound wisdom. The spirits had spoken, and their path was clear. Peace with the allied group was fragile. One morning, scouts reported sightings of a rival clan nearby. Fear rippled through the camp. Aiyanna's father gathered the warriors, but his injury from a previous hunt left him weak. Aiyanna stepped forward, her eyes fierce. "We must defend our home," she declared. Under Aiyanna's leadership, they fortified their camp and set traps. She devised strategies learned from their allies and her own visions. When the rival clan attacked, they were ready. The battle was intense. Aiyanna fought with courage, her spear finding its mark again and again. Her leadership inspired her people to stand firm. In the end, they repelled the attackers, securing their safety. Aiyanna's bravery and wisdom were undeniable. The clan looked to her for guidance, united and strong. With the threats behind them, the clan pushed forward. They found a fertile valley, rich with game and fresh water. It was the place they dreamed of. Aiyanna led the way, her heart full of hope. They built new shelters, planted seeds, and hunted plentiful game. Life began to thrive in their new home. Her father, though still recovering, looked at her with pride. "You've led us well, Aiyanna," he said. The clan gathered one evening to celebrate. Stories of their journey were shared, and songs of their ancestors filled the air. Aiyanna stood among them, a leader respected and loved. As the first rays of dawn touched the valley, Aiyanna knew they had found more than a home. They had found a future. The journey had made them stronger, and together they would flourish.